In the bustling cityscape of Taipei, the narrative of Weekend in Taipei unfolds, weaving together threads of love, betrayal, and redemption. The story centers on John Lawlor, a dedicated agent of the Drug Enforcement Administration (DEA), whose life takes an unexpected turn due to a mission that intertwines with his personal desires. John's journey begins in Minneapolis, where he operates undercover in a Chinese restaurant, meticulously gathering evidence against Kwong, a billionaire masquerading as a seafood merchant, but, in reality, a formidable drug lord. Months of covert operations come to an abrupt halt when a colleague's error forces John to abandon his cover, rendering his painstaking efforts futile. Amidst the frustration of this setback, a glimmer of hope emerges. An anonymous informant from Taipei claims to possess a ledger detailing Kwong's illicit activities. Eager to pursue this lead, John approaches his supervisor, Charlotte Fields, only to have his request dismissed as chasing a phantom. Undeterred and driven by a sense of duty, John defies orders, adopting a false identity to embark on an unsanctioned journey to Taipei. Concurrently, in the heart of Taipei, Joey navigates a life fraught with complexity. Once a skilled mercenary driver, she now finds herself ensnared in a marriage to Kwong, a union born not of love, but of necessity and survival. Her son, Raymond, whom Kwong has adopted, harbors a deep-seated resentment towards his stepfather, perceiving him as a malevolent force. Unbeknownst to Kwong, Raymond has clandestinely acquired a ledger from his office, believing it to contain evidence of environmental crimes, specifically the slaughter of dolphins, linked to Kwong Enterprises. His youthful idealism propels him to expose these misdeeds, unaware of the more sinister truths the ledger holds. As John arrives in Taipei, the city's vibrant streets and neon lights serve as a backdrop to a reunion steeped in unresolved emotions. 15 years prior, John's undercover assignment had led him to Joey, then a top-tier driver within Taipei's criminal underworld. Their connection had been instantaneous, a profound bond formed amidst chaos. However, the revelation of John's true identity as a DEA agent had shattered their burgeoning relationship, leaving scars that time had yet to heal. Now, fate orchestrates their paths to cross once more. Raymond, seeking to deliver the ledger to the DEA, inadvertently sets the stage for this encounter. As Kwong uncovers his son's betrayal, tensions escalate, leading to a confrontation that forces Joey and Raymond to flee. In their quest for safety, they seek out the DEA agent rumored to be in Taipei, unaware that it is John. The convergence of their journeys culminates in a dramatic meeting, where past grievances resurface, and the stakes are higher than ever. As the narrative progresses, the intricate web of deception and hidden motives begins to unravel, propelling the characters into a series of perilous confrontations. John Lawlor, operating under a fabricated identity, immerses himself in the vibrant yet treacherous underbelly of Taipei, seeking the elusive informant who claims to possess the incriminating ledger against Kwong. His clandestine inquiries lead him through a labyrinth of night markets, clandestine meetings, and shadowy figures, each encounter inching him closer to the truth. Simultaneously, Joey and her son, Raymond, find themselves on the run, evading Kwong's relentless enforcers. Their flight takes them through the city's hidden alleyways and forgotten districts, seeking refuge in places where Kwong's influence wanes. Joey's intimate knowledge of Taipei's underworld becomes their lifeline, guiding them through safe houses and secret passages. During this tumultuous journey, Joey grapples with the resurgence of past emotions, the imminent danger to her son, and the moral complexities of her entanglement with Kwong. Fate orchestrates a dramatic convergence as John, Joey, and Raymond's paths intersect in a secluded temple on the city's outskirts, a place imbued with memories of John's and Joey's past liaison. The reunion is fraught with tension, as old wounds resurface and the reality of their predicament sets in. Raymond, initially wary of John, gradually discerns the depth of his mother's past connection with the agent. As revelations unfold, the trio acknowledges their shared objective: dismantling Kwong's criminal empire and securing their freedom. Pooling their resources and expertise, they devise a strategy to retrieve the digital ledger, now known to be concealed within a rhinoceros-shaped flash drive in Kwang's possession. The plan necessitates infiltrating Kwang's heavily fortified headquarters, a feat demanding precision, cunning, and unwavering resolve. As they prepare, John and Joey confront their unresolved feelings, balancing personal emotions against the mission's exigencies. Raymond, thrust into a maelstrom of espionage and danger, exhibits resilience and courage, traits inherited from both parents. The stage is set for a high-stakes operation, where the boundaries between allies and adversaries blur, and the cost of failure is nothing less than their lives. As they brace for the impending confrontation, each is acutely aware that their actions in the coming hours will irrevocably alter their destinies. As the narrative reaches its climax, John, Joey, and Raymond prepare to execute their meticulously crafted plan to infiltrate Kwang's heavily fortified headquarters. The stakes are monumental, with the ledger serving as the linchpin to dismantling Kwang's criminal empire and securing their freedom. The trio is acutely aware that failure is not an option. The cost would be their lives and the perpetuation of Kwang's reign of terror. Under the cover of darkness, they approach the imposing edifice that houses Kwang's operations. Utilizing Joey's intimate knowledge of the building's layout, they navigate through a series of clandestine passages and service corridors, evading surveillance and patrols. Their movements are synchronized, a testament to their combined expertise and the trust they've rebuilt. As they penetrate deeper into the facility, the atmosphere is thick with tension. They encounter obstacles that test their resolve and ingenuity, including state-of-the-art security systems and loyal henchmen. Each challenge is met with a blend of stealth and combat prowess, highlighting their determination to see the mission through. Upon reaching Kwang's private office, they locate the rhinoceros-shaped flash drive containing the incriminating ledger. However, their success is short-lived as Kwang himself confronts them, flanked by his elite guards. A confrontation ensues, rife with verbal sparring that unearths buried emotions and long-held grudges. The ensuing battle is intense and visceral. John and Joey fight with a synergy born from their shared history, while Raymond displays courage beyond his years, standing up to the man who has been a dark presence in his life. The confrontation reaches its zenith as Joey faces Kwang, a man who has been both her protector and oppressor. In a moment fraught with emotion, she overpowers him, symbolizing her liberation from his control. With Kwang neutralized and the ledger in their possession, they make their escape, the weight of their actions settling in. The evidence within the ledger leads to a sweeping crackdown on Kwang's syndicate, resulting in arrests and the dismantling of his operations. John, Joey, and Raymond find themselves at a crossroads, their lives irrevocably changed. In the aftermath, John and Joey confront the complexities of their relationship, acknowledging the love that persists amidst the chaos. Raymond, now aware of his true parentage, begins to forge a bond with his biological father. The family, scarred yet resilient, contemplates a future free from the shadows of their past. Weekend in Taipei concludes with a sense of cautious optimism. The cityscape that once symbolized danger now holds the promise of new beginnings. John, Joey, and Raymond, united by their ordeal, step into the dawn of a new day, ready to embrace the possibilities that lie ahead. At its core, Weekend in Taipei is more than just an espionage thriller. It is a story about confronting the past, rediscovering trust, and fighting for the future. The film masterfully blends high-stakes action with deeply personal stakes, immersing the audience in a world where the line between duty and personal emotions is constantly blurred. The film thrives on its layered storytelling, intertwining suspenseful covert operations with emotionally charged character arcs. John Lawlor and Joey, two individuals whose paths diverged due to deception, find themselves forced to work together once more, not just as former lovers, but as parents fighting for their son's safety. Their chemistry is laced with both tension and familiarity, making their relationship feel authentic and emotionally gripping. Beyond its action sequences, Weekend in Taipei delves into the psychological burdens of a life spent in espionage. Both John and Joey are not just skilled operatives but deeply flawed human beings, shaped by their past mistakes and haunted by choices that can never be undone. Their struggle to balance survival with personal redemption creates a compelling emotional anchor that resonates throughout the film. The setting of Taipei adds an extra layer of vibrancy, transforming the city into a living, breathing entity that shapes the film's atmosphere. The neon-lit streets, underground hideouts, and hidden alleyways serve as both a playground for thrilling chases and a metaphor for the characters' own entrapments. The film's cinematography captures the beauty and danger of the city, making Taipei feel like more than just a backdrop. It is a crucial part of the story's fabric. The most compelling aspect of the film is how it portrays the theme of family, not in an idealized manner, but as something fragile yet worth fighting for. Raymond, caught between his mother's past and his stepfather's criminal empire, represents the emotional stakes at play. His journey from a rebellious teenager to someone who understands the complexity of his parents' world makes him more than just a secondary character. He is the heart of the story. As the final act unfolds, Weekend in Taipei does not just rely on explosions and combat to deliver its climax. Instead, it crafts a meaningful resolution where every character must make a defining choice. Joey finds the strength to break free from Kwang's influence. John faces his past mistakes head-on, and Raymond learns the true nature of his lineage. The destruction of Kwang's empire is not just a victory in the traditional sense. It is a symbolic breaking of chains that have bound these characters for years. The film concludes on a note of cautious optimism. While John, Joey, and Raymond have survived their ordeal, they are forever changed. The city that once symbolized danger and deception now holds the promise of a new beginning. As they walk into an uncertain future, the message is clear. Redemption is not about erasing the past, but about choosing to fight for something better. Weekend in Taipei is a film that excels in both spectacle and substance, proving that action movies can have emotional depth without losing their thrilling edge. It is a story of love, betrayal, and the enduring strength of family, wrapped in the fast-paced world of espionage and crime.